Hi boys and girls. Today we're going to finish the unit on two-dimensional shapes by completing the review that you will find on page 679 in your math packet. The next math section we're going to work on is going to be three-dimensional shapes, and I'm going to show you the difference between a flat two-dimensional and a three-dimensional shape. So the first thing we're going to do is review everything that we've learned about two-dimensional shapes. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk first about some of the words that you guys have heard throughout this chapter. So if you look at number 1 here, the word is rectangle. Rectangle. What did we remember about a rectangle? A rectangle is a four-sided figure. So it's got four sides and four vertices or points. And a rectangle has two sides that are long and two sides that are short. So I want you to color this rectangle with your red crayon. Pause the video, color in the rectangle red. Okay, boys and girls, number 2. Number 2 is a hexagon. A hexagon, and if you remembered, we talked about the beginning part of this word, hex, and I'm going to write this big right here so you can see it. Hex. Hex means 6. So if you remember, a hexagon is a 6-sided figure that has 6 sides and 6 vertices. I want you to find the hexagon and color the hexagon blue. Pause the video while you do that now. Okay, number 3. Number 3, we're looking for a square. A square. If you remember, what do we know about a square? And how do you tell a square from a rectangle? Think about what you know about the squares and then color the square orange. Color your square orange. Now, the last one on this page is, it says the word round. Round, boys and girls. What does the word round mean? The word round is an object that doesn't have any sides or any connecting points to it. I want you to think about what shape is round. Say the name of that shape and then color that shape purple. Remember, as always, you guys can shut the video off and then turn it back on when you catch up. Okay, boys and girls. For 5 and 6 at the top, you're going to name the shape in each row, the first shape in each row. Describe it, and then compare it to the shapes in the row. I want you to circle the shapes that match, that have the same number of sides and the same number of vertices, and then I want you to put an X on the ones that do not match. Now in number 6, I want you to notice we have a specific four-sided figure here. Make sure that you only circle the specific four-sided figure that matches this and X all the others. Now the last thing you're going to do, get creative. You should have your shapes again, is I want you to make this car out of your shapes. Don't forget, you'll be drawing a piece of it, but go ahead and make a car out of your shapes and then trace it so that you have your own car. Color it in if you feel like being creative. Pause the video now while you do all that. Okay, boys and girls, last page to this chapter. We made it through chapter 11 on two-dimensional shapes. And this is, you should be looking at this page. It looks like a picture of some kids in a park. It is page 681. 681. Now listen to the directions. What I want you to do is you're going to look at this picture, and I want you to circle the object that is above the tree. Circle the object that is above the tree. It's over the tree. Describe its shape. Good job. Next, what you should do is put an X on the object that is next to the tree. Next to the tree. There is an object next to the tree, and I want you to put an X on that object. Go ahead and describe its shape. Good job, boys and girls. Now, I want you to draw a wagon in front of the girls. A wagon in front of the girls. And now, I'm not going to give away where to put the wagon, but I'm going to draw one for you down here so that you can draw a simple wagon. If you remember back from putting the attribute shapes, your shape pieces together, we could do that with a rectangle and some circles, and then I would just draw a little easy handle like that. But don't put it here. I want you guys to put it in front of the girls. In front of the girls. Great work on your positions, boys and girls. Go ahead and turn the last page. Now, I want you to be able to tell me this. So, I'm going to go through what it's asking. I want you to answer it and then show your answers to your mom and dad to see if you got them right. So if you look at this first shape right here, I want you to trace that shape. Next, I want you to tell me how many sides that shape has. So you're going to write a number on this writing line as to how many sides that shape has. Then you're going to tell me how many vertices or points that shape has. Good job, boys and girls. Moving on, I want you to do the same thing with this shape. Trace this shape. I want you to then write how many sides this shape has by putting a number on this writing line. How many points or vertices does this shape have? You're going to write that number on this line right here. Feel free to count them and mark them if you need to, boys and girls, as you do it. I want you to do the same thing with this shape. We're going to do the same thing with this shape here at the bottom. I want you to trace the shape. You're going to write how many sides and how many points or vertices. Last one, boys and girls. You're going to trace this shape and tell me how many sides and vertices. We did it. We finished our chapter on two-dimensional shapes. See you next time.